Hello, friends. It's Life in K-Max coming back at you from the car again. Anyway, it's been quite some time since we have been on here and taking you on the journey with us through our life. But I figure this time around we'll set the bar a little bit lower and not have pretty much any expectations of how well we'll do on here. But hey, I am on my way to donate plasma. I don't know if any of you have ever donated plasma, but I figure it does good for others and puts a little money in your pocket. No, I actually, I'm kind of looking at it as well as a ministry. I try to look at everything I choose to do in my life as a ministry. So no matter what you're doing, you know, you can always find a way to meet others where they are and, I don't know, be a light. I love fall. Fall is my favorite season, and I think it is so beautiful outside. I love the leaves. I love the colors. I love the smells. It's a little chilly. However, it's okay. It's okay. So a lot has happened since we have been on here. A lot. It's been several months. I do have a microphone on, but I don't think you can hear because the thing that you hook in the phone just fell out. So great. That's great. I have iced coffee. I love it. It's so good. But anyway, we a lot going on. I think that's a sit-down video to fill in all the gaps, and the journey has been a long one. So we are waiting for our next foster placements. That's always exciting. Just imagining and wondering who will come into our home next, and I don't know. I get excited about the phone calls of potential foster placements and then preparing for them and learning about them and spoiling them and loving on them. We are not perfect foster parents by any stretch of the imagination, but we do our best. We do our best, and that's all you can do. So as I'm about to head in here in just a minute to donate plasma, I will hop back on and let you know how it went. And I have something on my heart that I want to share. More of like just some encouragement. We are living in some interesting times right now. Interesting times indeed. So I will pop back on in a few minutes. Oh, now we're on.
Now that little green light, that little green light is on.
Yeah.
It means you're connected.
We're recording.
I know we're recording.
Why don't you go ahead and cough again in the microphone? So embarrassing. I donated plasma. So we're all done with that. Now we are in line waiting for our little boy to get out of school. I wanted to hold my microphone today.
How was plasma?
It's hit or miss at that place. You really see our town's finest in there.
Hey, it's a moneymaker.
You know? And they're really nice. This most of the staff is really nice. I'm enjoying getting to know some of them as I go in more often. But the wait. You either get right in or you wait and wait and wait, and then you wait and wait and wait. But it's okay. I cannot complain for getting what, $75 for an hour and a half of my time.
Yeah, not bad.
And I'm helping
That's
others.
a good wage.
Yeah.
I'm banned currently
Why are you banned?
because I gave blood. And if you give blood, whole blood, 1 unit, you have to wait 56 days.
Yeah.
So I can't go back until sometime in December. So my money generating skills are hindered at the moment.
Yeah. So what's new? Life in K-Max. We took a really significant hiatus due to...
Probably won't be the last.
No, okay. So I already told them, I said that I'm back at it, coming at them from the car again, but I'm going to set the bar very low for us with minimal to no expectations that we will, what's the word I want? Be diligent in our channel. But I have things that I think need to be said. Good things.
Does she ever?
Whatever.
I'm going to put this here.
But anyway, what I wanted to share was we as Americans and life in general, no, not just Americans, all of us, we are living in some heavy times, right?
Yeah.
Some very...
I think some stuff around the world, I think even for people, the things that I see online, even people who don't even identify as Christian, like it's almost getting to the point where you can't deny the presence of just absolute evil.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to try to pretend like I know why it's happening.
Anyway, Matt's monologue got interrupted because my storage was full on my phone. But as he was saying, to wrap it up and paraphrase it, life is heavy. No matter what demographic you're coming at it from, whether it's political, spiritual, day-to-day living, it's heavy. And one thing I've realized this year, because part of our months-long hiatus was just navigating life and healing mentally and healing physically and healing emotionally. A lot has happened this year. But it's made me realize, especially, that life is a gift and God does not waste our pain. He does not waste our trials and our tribulations, and He will use it for good, for our good, whether we can see it or not, whether we feel it or not, whether we think our prayers are being answered, or if you're here and there's air in your lungs, you have a purpose. You have a purpose, and you can grow from anything that you've gone through if you choose to. I think that our world is just a little bit volatile right now, and I think the dynamic of families has been obstructed by a lot of things. Anything you want to add?
Nope. I mean, all I can do is attest to, the things that we go through, the suffering that we go through. It gets misconstrued as it's everything that God does for us is completely for our benefit and our life is going to be great. And that's not the case. Like, it's for God's good. And sometimes we have to go through some things. Not that God is up there causing bad things to happen to people, which a lot of people think that and believe that.
Why do bad things happen to good people? Why does God allow fill in the blank? That is another topic that I want to address, because those are legitimate questions. And they're often asked questions. Oh, if God's so good, why why did Charlie Kirk get assassinated? If God's so good. That's for another day. And I'm not mocking anyone, or I'm not mocking God. I'm saying that is probably the number one comeback from suffering, or from natural disasters, or from hard times, or God is good all the time. even in your pain, even in your sickness, even in your struggle. Um, but the word of my heart today is to keep going. And I read once, and I actually have it on a board next to my bed. It says, even if all you have left is a whisper, never stop praying. And the same goes from, um, I have a ring that I bought myself. It's on my middle finger, and I don't want to flip anyone off. But it says, it has a little mustard seed in it right here. And it says, it has mountains. And then on the inside, it says, keep climbing. Then I have another ring right here. It says, just breathe. Because I found myself this year trying to just catch my breath. And I kept telling myself, I would just say it to myself when I felt anxious or worked up or overwhelmed. Just breathe. You're okay. Take a breath. Just breathe. Well, that's become very important to me. So when I feel like circumstances or life or events are just a little overwhelming to me or out of my control, just take a breath. Um, One day at a time. Do the next thing that you can, the next step.
Yeah, that's tough when you got. I don't know. I know for me, I feel like every day it's like, okay, you gotta eat the right things. You gotta be in the Word. It feels like there's so much stuff that you have to do, and and all of it is for good, for your benefit. Keeping healthy and all those things, and sometimes it's just really overwhelming. You know what I mean? Some days I feel like I'm on top of it, and then other days, like the last couple of days, it feels like I barely checked a half a thing off the things that I wanted to accomplish. And sometimes you get in this rut, in this cycle, that you feel like, man, you know, how am I ever going to get this thing back rolling again? And that's what you have to do. You just have to breathe, and sometimes you gotta set your expectations not low in terms of like you don't want to be unmotivated, but you got to be able to give yourself goals and be able to meet those goals to get yourself momentum. That's how I am now, but I'm a totally different personality than Kim. Like,
Him's is
I'm
a
a
little
more
laid
like I
back.
gotta
He's
ease
laid
into
back.
it, where Kim is like
Jump
100
right
miles an
in.
hour. And I think that's hilarious that the Lord put us together, because it gives me a little adventure in my life. Otherwise, my life would be
He'd be
pretty
bored
boring.
without me. Very bored.
So, but stopping and breathing, and I think that's good, because I think we're just influenced in so many ways, some for good and some for bad. They pull us in so many different directions, and all with good intentions. Most of them are good intentions, but sometimes just trying to accomplish all that, you just lose the spark of life and wanting to just live it, rather than, okay, trying to comb my beard.
I love this thing. Yeah.
She harasses me with that in a lot of different ways.
You can have a lot of fun with these,
Yeah.
Get you one at Walmart for a stocking stuffer. But anyway, I don't want this to be like
Rambling.
Long-winded, too
Yeah.
long-winded. I think what you said and what I said is important. So if you take nothing away from this video, go donate plasma.
Yeah, help your community and your wallet.
No, seriously.
It helps both.
Seriously. Let's just set the bar low for this channel, but let's have some fun.
Yeah.
And I want to get more comfortable in this rhythm. And we need each other. We need community. We need to support one another and to pray for one another and to, my goodness, stop being so ugly to one another. Like, show some grace. Show some grace and just breathe. Right?
Yep. Just breathe.
All right. Until next time.
Okay.
Au revoir.
See you later.